All right, Eric, welcome back for another deep dive with us.
Yeah, welcome back.
You had some questions about Australian academic careers,
That's right, yeah.
specifically some of those higher level leadership type roles.
Yeah, you were looking at some pretty high-level
Yeah,
stuff.
research professor, university department dean,
Yeah, and even
and even university vice chancellor.
vice-chancellor.
So,
That's the top.
pretty exciting stuff.
It is exciting.
So maybe,
I want to make you.
yeah, go ahead and give us a little bit of the landscape of what those roles look like in Australia.
Sure, yeah. So, I think a lot of listeners probably have a decent idea of like the structure of a university, right? But when it comes to Australia, there are some unique things that are worth pointing out.
Okay.
And, first and foremost, salary information can be a little bit tricky to nail down
Right.
because it varies so much based on the institution, your experience level, and even your specific responsibilities within a given role.
Yeah, for sure.
But we can kind of give some general ranges.
Yeah.
So starting with that research professor position that you mentioned, as you might imagine, it's a very research-focused role.
Okay.
A lot of emphasis is placed on securing grants, publishing in high-impact journals, and supervising postgraduate students.
So it's really like the publications and the grants are really what's going to drive your career forward in that kind of position.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about building that research profile.
Okay.
In terms of salary, as I said, it's tough to give exact numbers, but you can often find salary ranges on university websites or through national surveys.
Oh, interesting.
But just to give you a ballpark figure, you might be looking at something in the range of, say, $160,000 to $200,000 per year for a senior research professor.
Okay.
But again, that can vary quite a bit.
Right.
And don't forget about those grants we talked about.
Oh, the grants.
Those can add a substantial amount of money to a professor's overall income.
Right. So a big grant could be a pretty nice bonus.
Oh, absolutely. It can make a huge difference.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So what about, Eric had also asked about university department deans.
Right.
What do those folks do?
Yeah, so deans are basically the heads of their respective departments.
Okay.
So they're responsible for managing faculty, hiring budgets, strategic planning for the department, all that kind of stuff.
So really more of that administrative
Yeah, more administrative leadership.
leadership,
Exactly.
keeping everybody in line.
Trying to keep everybody happy.
Yeah.
And, their salary reflects that increased level of responsibility.
Okay.
So you're probably looking at a salary range of somewhere between $250,000 and $350,000 per year for a dean.
Okay. All right. So that's even a bigger jump up.
Yeah, it is a significant jump.
More responsibility, more money,
More headaches, too, though.
more headaches. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
All right. So let's talk about the big cheese,
the big one.
the university vice chancellor.
Vice-chancellor, yeah, that's the top dog.
What does that look like in Australia?
So the vice-chancellor is essentially the CEO of the university. They're responsible for the overall vision and strategy of the institution.
Okay.
They oversee all the academic and administrative units.
So you're talking thousands and thousands of employees.
Oh,
probably.
yeah, potentially thousands.
Wow.
They're the face of the university,
It's like running a small city, it sounds like.
It's a huge job.
Wow.
And it comes with a pretty hefty salary package.
Okay. Yeah. How hefty are we talking here?
You're looking at a base salary that can easily exceed $500,000 per year.
Okay.
And depending on the size and prestige of the university, it can even reach up to $1 million.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a very well-compensated position.
$1 million.
It's a big job.
So, Eric, sounds like you've got some pretty exciting career paths to consider.
Yeah, some big decisions to make.
Yeah. So I think it's worth pointing out, obviously the salary is really important.
Right.
But there's more to it than that. There's got to be more to it than that, right?
Yeah, for sure. You want to think about your research interests, what kind of academic community you want to be a part of.
Yeah.
Work-life balance, all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of resources, I think a great place for Eric to start would be to check out university websites.
Yeah.
See what kind of positions they're advertising, look at the salary ranges.
And are there any websites that are specific to kind of academic jobs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of academic job boards out there.
Okay.
One that comes to mind is academicjobs.com.
Okay. Yeah. Academic jobs.
They list a ton of university jobs from all over the world,
Oh, wow.
including Australia.
Okay.
So that's a great place to start, just to get a sense of what's out there,
Awesome.
what kind of positions are available, what the salaries look like, all that good stuff.
That's great advice.
And, Eric, I think the most important thing is to really think about what kind of impact you want to make in academia.
Yeah.
What are you passionate about? What kind of research do you want to be doing?
what kind of legacy do you want to leave?
Exactly, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to be the most rewarding.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a great deep dive. Thanks for joining us, Eric, and good luck with your Australian academic career search.
Yeah. Best of luck.
All right, we'll see you next time.
See ya!
Bye.